Premium Bandai. Since 2009, this Bandai official online store already serving the anime community with figures, jewelry, and items that rip straight out of the anime you love. With its high quality, the product they sell will set your heart ablaze. At least it's what they said in their website info. However, since I dive into plastic model hobby, I see that a lot of people on gunpla community have a negative opinion on P Bandai. Well, I understand that Bandai throw word premium as easy as cheap tech company throw word pro in their product. Because the word premium here does not necessarily mean it has a better quality than regular release. The only difference that they pinpoint is limited time, limited run, and pre-order only. And of course, we cannot get them anywhere else. So it's normal if long-time gunpla fans who live in country without P Bandai brands will be annoyed. They need to spend more money to get a standard product. But we also need to understand that to survive in digital era, company needs to adjust their business. And as a new person in the hobby, I want to understand if Premium Bandai is a bad decision or the salty part of the community just simply too poor. As I mentioned, to survive in digital era, a company needs to adjust their business. It doesn't matter how big the company or their IP is, they need to adapt. Premium Bandai is one of Bandai's way to adapt on digital era. With P Bandai, they changed their business model from business to business into business to consumer. For those who don't know what that means, basically Bandai used to sell their gunpla to retailer who then sell it to us. And with the new business model, they can directly grab our big fat cash with their hand. Of course, from the company standpoint, P Bandai is a good business strategy. By selling gunpla directly to consumer and using pre-order mechanism, Bandai able to cut down bunch of unnecessary overhead. At the minimum, changing into pre-order only system will keep the warehousing cost as small as possible, as basically the toys will be gone by the time fresh P gunpla arrives. Not only the system will minimize Bandai overhead, it also maximizes their profit. With the absence of retailer on their new business stream, Bandai don't need to share the profit with other parties. And if we see the higher price tag that comes from P Bandai gunpla, that is some juicy income right there. And not to forget, by selling directly to consumer, the company will have shorter business cycle, which means they can generate faster income at a lower risk. However, as a consumer, we should not label P Bandai as the company money grabbing machine. Even though it might be true, still, with shorter business cycle, they can adapt more gunpla design at faster rate, which means there will be a lot of new gunpla to come. And if you are lucky enough to live on country with P Bandai branch, with small price of personal data and online behavior, you can have great collecting experience, because with all those information, Bandai will create toys that suit your taste, or at least try to create toys that fulfill your taste. Hell, they might even provide you a gunpla that you don't know that will suit your taste. Alright, as a gunpla collector that live in a country without P Bandai service, I see the new business model might damage the gunpla culture on a foreign country. And what I'm referring as a gunpla culture is our norm or habit to gunpla. For example, the way we decide which gunpla to buy, or the way retailer behave around new release gunpla. Let's take how my gunpla buying behavior as an example. Unlike in Japan, where consumer has different pipeline to collect standard release gunpla and limited release gunpla, in a foreign country like mine, we only have one way to get hold of any type of Gundam, and it's through retailer. Okay, I need to mention one thing. Here I consider scalper as individual retailer. I mean, my local hobby shop provide proxy service at double the price. Well, that sounds like a scalper. Don't get me wrong, I'm fine with it. I've done my homework, and 200% is understandable. However, for me, a plus 30-50% from retail price on standard release gunpla is already a commitment. So, I like the design can no longer be the only factor to spend plus 100% retail price and 1 month waiting time. Those things change my buying behavior, from buying gunpla just because it's a payday into more complex one. This kind of behavior changes can hurt the gunpla brand, as it will turn gunpla into more niche hobby than current state. I mean, even if Bandai release new Gundam anime every now and then, at some point Bandai will cock-block the foreign D that want to step into more serious relationship with the hobby. I understand that this is just the side effect of the new business model, but I love the product, and it's just sad that it cannot be appreciated by more people.
Bang, bang, bang!
If you are thinking I'll talk about scalper and bootleg, then sorry to disappoint you. Because in my opinion, those things are external problems that happen due to basic economy. People always follow the money. It's bad, but I don't see it as the ugly side of Bandai. In my standpoint as consumer, what concerns me more about premium Bandai is this. They market it as highly collectible item, which means Bandai release gunpla should be able to hold its value or sold at higher price for its rarity and popularity. Unfortunately, even though they can be considered as rare and popular once we snip the part from its runner, the value will drop at least 20%. I understand that most rare items become worth less once it open, such as wine and virginity, but unlike wine that vanishes once we enjoy it, gunpla has a finished product after we use it. Even though I agree to this unwritten term and condition when I bought premium Bandai toy, I still hoping that the used product can hold their value as well as some boys who just turn into men. Also, despite its rarity, unopened Bandai gunpla does not age as fine as wine. The reason is very simple. Because every time Bandai release something, they make damn sure that all of it exactly the same. And by doing this, Bandai will devalue the older batch. I mean, gunpla is a mass production toy, so yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. However, if Bandai put some intrinsic value on the gunpla finished product itself, maybe such as deboss or emboss QR code inside the gunpla, so we can scan it and differentiate one another, that thing can be a value protection for people who are willing to pay the premium. I know that not all people think about saving value on toys, but I am on my late 20s and I don't want to throw out my money out of the window. So it will be great if I can have an economically sustainable hobby. Because I was shocked when I heard that my buddy sold his Hot Wheels collection more than its original price. Again, this is not about profit making. What I'm talking about is about saving our money. So, the inevitable question is, do premium Bandai justifiable? For local market, totally. But for foreign market, maybe. Okay, to be clear, I'm not on Bandai's side. However, we need to understand that foreign market, such as mine and yours, is not the center of their universe. If we see their net sales data, 70% of Bandai sales was happen in Japan, and they only need one HQ to manage it. And even though 30% sounds big and full of potential, Bandai needs 7 HQ to handle the market. So of course, you should realize which one is more important for their company. It's not like they necessarily neglect the foreign fans. Premium Bandai just simply a tool, a double-edged sword that they are willing to pull and master in order to survive in modern era. However, even if it looks cool when Nets start holding it, it really is hard to master a double-edged sword. One side is sharp enough to generate quick cash from the local market, but the other edge, with their limited production, it also means Bandai lose money and loyalty in foreign market. I hope they can master the sword before the cavalry in foreign land totally dead. I mean, they have risk management in the company, right? They don't just throw away their money on the metaverse that I don't care about. Right? Right?